Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things. And salutations to all the Akyam across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. And shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos and do their best to please Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. So yeah, man, this is also an article that I saw. And this article shows you really the wickedness of these females, man. This is a real crazy thing, man. And the Bible talks a lot about wicked women, and yeah, it's not more than logic. If you have some experience in life as a man, if I speak for myself, I saw my portion of wicked females. Still seeing them, but yeah, concerning that, not dealing with them. But yeah, sometimes you see certain family members, you see them like, yeah, y'all being wicked, and females, and yeah, in general, baby mothers and all that and whatever, But yeah, let me just jump in this article. So this happened in Germany. Lottery winner wanted to get rid of her wealthy husband after squandering her winnings. And this also shows you that these females are not are barely a lot of the majority of them are not you can satisfy them. You cannot satisfy them basically. A lottery winner wanted to get rid of her wealthy husband after squandering her winnings. Munich in Munich, München. The woman herself won a whopping 1.2 million euros in the lottery. So she won 1.2 million euros in the lottery, okay? But after she had squandered all her money, so she been spending it like a lunatic, the German decided to have her equally wealthy husband removed. So she was like, okay, let me just get rid of him. I need more money. I need money. The movie How High. The contract killing failed, which is why she recently stood in court in Munich with her daughter, who is suspect of complicity. According to the German Bild, the woman and her daughter are suspected of attempted murder for hire. The two are said to have wanted to get rid of the man and poked and wanted to get rid of the man and pocket the money. According to the German Bild, daughter Cindy W's 29-year-old boyfriend is also being prosecuted. Radi S, 33, was reportedly promised 50,000 euros if he would murder Patricia L's wealthy husband. A suspected woman was previously rich herself. The Munich-born woman was rich herself until a few years ago. In 2018, she won 1.2 million euros in the lottery. 5 years later, there was little left of that money. In order to be able to pay for a rich lifestyle, you see that, she decided, according to Bild, to have her husband, who she wanted to divorce anyway, murdered. In order to hire the killer, Patricia S. allegedly sent her daughter Cindy to Bulgaria with 20,000 euros. Apparently, this was just a down payment. Once the job was done, he would receive 50,000 euros. When her husband stepped out of the villa on evening in February 2024, the killer struck. According to the indictment, he hit him 3 times on the head with an axe. You see that? Spara, jongen. And then stabbed him with a knife. However, he survived the attack despite serious head injuries. See, the Mosai was not having it. It's like, yo, you're gonna pay for your shit. See that? So he was hit on the head 3 times with the axe, and how do you say that? Stabbed also. Para, man. It's crazy, man. These females, man. Yeah. This is, but yeah, this also a sign, that we are getting close to the coming back of Yahushai, because that's what it is. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. So these are the words of Yahushua, who the world in ignorance calls Jesus. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. You see that? So Yahushua already making it clear that he comes back to, flatten some people, and like he said, like he told his disciples, he told them, like, you see all these stones, not one of them is going to be left on top of each other. Yahushua, he walked on the earth, more than 2,000 years ago, but this time he doesn't come to speak, he, like the scripture said, I shall not meet you as a man. He comes to bring judgment, good report or bad report, that's what it is. So back to the book of Matthew, chapter 10, at verse 34, 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be they of his own household. And this is a fine example of that. So here you have your wife that you were busy with divorcing, setting up a plot to get rid of you, even with a daughter. But I don't know if it was also his daughter. No, it's her daughter. You see that? It's crazy, man. So they made a whole plan to get rid of him. Yeah, man. And that's, if you already plans to do something like that, it shows you already what kind of spirit these females are in, man. If you just want to do that, like, okay, let me just do it, Espada, man. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 12. And because iniquities, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, and that's exactly what's happening. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, and verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. And the word heart goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind. If you got if you got the plague of the mind, means you're a lunatic, You're gonna space the fuck out, basically. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. You see that? So the Bible makes clear a woman is a next degree wicked. Jump to verse 16. I rather dealt with the younger and dragons than to keep house with the wicked woman. Let me read it again. I rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And believe me, that's true, man. That's really true. If you've been through that, that's 100%. Verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkened her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. You see that? The Bible makes it very clear about these wicked females, As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. And this never again shows you that how you say that? Yeah, it shows you the wickedness of a woman. And there are so many scriptures about their wickedness, that they are next level, man. Let me see. Verse 22. A woman, if she maintain a husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. And that's for the majority of them, man. A wicked woman abated the courage, maketh a heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sins, and through her we all die. Give the warder no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad. And if you are a man of the Lord doing their work, take care, it's not up. How you say that? If she doesn't listen, at a certain point, just let it go, man. That's what it is. Is she hindering the truth? And a woman, she doesn't have to believe. If you believe, the Apostle Paul spoke about that. But yeah, a lot of them, like this article, they are very carnal minded, and yeah, they plotting things that you least expected. Yeah, and like I said, if you the Most High will get. I also been to some stuff, but yeah, in due time the Most High got me out. So the same is if you're dealing with a wicked a woman, the Most High is gonna make a way out for you if you try your best to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That is, like the scripture said, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. A wicked woman is given to a wicked man. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, forgot what scripture. I believe that's also in the book of Proverbs. But yeah, let me see. Book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and gave her a bill of divorce and let her go. And that's what it is. And you got to keep in mind that the woman was created to be a helpmate to Adam. It's not the other way around, because that's what a lot of these females think that it is. Let me see. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 18. And the power said, it's not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet. It's like, I will make him an help meet for him. You see that? Woman's supposed to help the man. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So yeah, man. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah, let me jump. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh, and there's nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. You see that? So that's what a man wants. Of course, a woman can talk, but be supportive. Not that nagging. Because that's what they like to do the most. So yeah, man, just gonna leave the video there like this. And yeah, as you saw, this is hella wicked. And it's crazy that that dude actually survived the attack. So he was struck on the head 3 times with an axe. That's not a I said it, a small weapon or something. Chopped on the head and stabbed down. Crazy. So yeah, man, with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all the Akyam across the earth who are doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.